Welcome back to Broken Electronics. It's great you can join me for today's video. Today we're going to be dealing with this. You probably remember this machine. This is the PowerMac G4 AGP Graphics, aka Sawtooth, aka the Sawtooth that isn't a Yikes. I had got it on eBay. The description clearly stated that it was a Yikes. I got all excited because I don't have a Yikes in the collection. And it's a Sawtooth, which is not that surprising. Sawtooths sold very, very well. The Yikes hardly sold at all and was only out there for about 3 months. Anyway, the big saving grace to this machine, it's got a great 1.2 gigahertz G4 processor upgrade card in it, making it worth spending some time on. Now, I've already seen it. I have already upgraded the graphics card in there to good effect. There is a hard drive that came with it. That hard drive has an installation of Tiger and OS 9, into which I can boot, so the machine does run. However, what I intend to do is to wipe that clean. Oh, it's a good idea. I didn't find any highly incriminating private data in there, but it's better to to get that wiped clean. I'm also going to put in a 120 gigabyte SSD. Now, this hard drive says 123.5 gig. Of course, this is of the era where it is limited to no more than 128 gigs. So my intention is to put in this SSD. The price on 128 gigabyte SSDs has dropped considerably. You can get these for right about or even just under 20 bucks. Now, I happen to have the appropriate adapter with a Molex to Molex and floppy splitter so that we can power the adapter. The plan is, once we get that in there, will be to partition the drive and install Leopard and Tiger. All right. I hope you'll find this interesting, so please stay tuned. All right. Let's open that up. And now, here's the existing hard drive. All right. Plug in the adapter. Molex here. Let's make sure we'll plug that in the right way. In that goes. Try to get this tucked in there so that the case still closes. All right then. Got our SSD in place. And there we go. Now, the problem that we will encounter here is that the SSD will have a tendency to come loose. And being in there on top of the hard drive, it's going to jam against the fan. Nope, as I move that down, it sinks just enough so that it will clear underneath the fan here. All right. That was easy. Now to get it connected and to boot it on up. Stay tuned. All right, I've got the Sawtooth that isn't a Yikes plugged in, including the FireWire installer drive. So I'm going to boot it up, holding down the option key. Oh, shoot. This machine does not like the option key. Well, let's see. Hey! We got the bootloader. It wasn't doing that before. Alright, let's start out, as soon as we get the cursor back, installing Tiger. Now, hang on a sec. Right here. Just want to see what kind of difference we get between installing Tiger. Oops. And FireWire 800 in terms of its startup. Okay, here we go. Lights blinking away. I'll take pity on you. I'll bring you back when we're ready to start the installation. Stay tuned. Pretty darn fast. Certainly compared to a DVD. Okay. Cursor here. Using English, of course. Now, I'm going to go into disk utility because that disk isn't formatted. Okay, 119.2 SBC solid state drive. All right, now I'm going to select partition. Go with 2 partitions. Partition 1, all right, we want that a little bigger than that. Okay, so if we've got, yeah, roughly 40 and 80. Okay, so 40 gigs, and that's going to be Tiger SSD. It'll also have OS 9 on it, and yeah, we're at virtually 80 gigs. That will be Leopard SSD. Okay, and let's partition it. It's a blank disk utility. There's no information to be destroyed. Well, this is taking a while. Stay tuned. Took it a while to get going. Once it did get going, we were good. All right. So we have Leopard SSD. Tiger slightly under 40. Leopard slightly under 80. This is all good. Let's quit out of disk utility and go into the installer. All right, so we're looking at Tiger SSD. Continue. Customize. And Where'd my timer go? Hang on. Setting right there. Okay. Install. All right, and we'll bring you back when we're going to the, heading for the welcome video. Stay tuned. Well, here we are coming up to the end, the dreaded less than a minute, and restart. Okay, here we go. Looking promising. We're waiting for the start of the welcome video. Goes 9:29. So, and that falls into place. When I did this on the G5, it was under 5 minutes. So that really almost twice as fast on Firewire 800. Okay, let's turn that down a bit. I've never had a copyright strike for the Tiger intro. Okay, so I'm going to need to go through and set this up. That screen should come up presently. But it doesn't seem to be in a hurry to. But yeah, I will set this up and we'll bring you back when we're on the desktop. So stay tuned. Okay, here we are, a nice pristine Tiger desktop. We look at about this Mac. 10.4.6. All right, I'm going to run the software updates, and then before doing any customizing, I think we're going to go straight to installing Leopard. So, hang with me. Stay tuned. All right, this is the second of the upgrades. The first one has the combined OS upgrade to 10.4.11. This one has the security update from 2009. These are the two that require restarts. After that, it becomes easier. So stay tuned. Well, just for the record, I misspoke. The third update, which has the Safari update, also requires that the computer be restarted. Not that Safari is particularly useful once it's updated, but anyhow, yeah, there are 3 restarts, and then the next 2 or 3, however many there are left, we won't need restarts. Okay, stay tuned. All right. Here we are. 10.4.11. Success. Now, to install Leopard, here we should simply be able to hit install Mac OS 10. Might as well time this too. I'll get the timer ready. Okay. Cannot be used from this volume. That's okay. We've been here before. All right. Install Leopard, and we'll restart. Just waiting for the chime. Yeah, I will start the timer on the chime, and I will stop it when we get there. And there's the chime. Okay, stay tuned. I was late with my thumb. It was more like maybe 43, between 43 and 44 seconds actually. Okay, reset that. I haven't done a clean install of Leopard in quite a while. And I don't know why I can't click on that. Well, stay tuned. Okay, well, this is interesting. It brings me back to this same screen. And I can't go any further. The time before I had like an insertion point marker. Now I've got a cursor arrow, but I can't click. I can't click up here. I can't click on... I mean, I can click, but nothing happens. It doesn't register the clicks. Okay, I'm going to try this one more time, and then I will try another method. Okay, stay tuned. Okay, I keep ending up here. What I'm going to try this time is scrolling down on the license agreement. Then click agree. Nothing. Okay. Time for Plan B. Stay tuned. Okay, even Plan B scared me. I'm booted up on the FireWire drive of installations. It didn't want to boot when I plugged it into the built-in. However, when I plugged it in to one of the ports on the USB FireWire 400 PCI card, then it booted. But it took forever to mount the two partitions on the SSD. But it did. Okay, so we've got Carbon Copy Cloner opened up here. And we're just going to clone this installation onto here. And I should get my timer so I can tell you how long this takes, because I will not make you sit through it. Okay. All right. This should work. And it's going to make me authenticate here. Mistype the password. There we go. Okay. So it started. I'll bring you back when it's done. This usually takes a while. Stay tuned. Oh, good gracious Lord. Got to expand this. 1 hour, 47 minutes, and 14 seconds. I have never seen a clone job take that long by any means. Then again, this is FireWire 400 copying to ATA 66. What are you going to do? All right, let's go into System Preferences, Startup Disk, and we should see. Okay, let's select that and restart. Now, I did have other plans. I had trouble getting Leopard to boot from the FireWire drive using the built-in. So when I plugged it into the PCI card, it worked fine. So I could have tried plugging the installer SSD into the PCI card. The other thing that I could have tried would be using the DVD. Well, this may take a bit. I shall take pity on you. I'll be back when hopefully we're on the desktop. Stay tuned. All right, well, here we are. About this Mac. Startup disk, Leopard SSD. Let's eject the FireWire drives. Bang. Okay, we're here. We do have Leopard on the Sawtooth, not a Yikes. All right. Well, I'm sure this is going to be an incredibly long video. Be good to other people. Other people need it and deserve it. We all need someone to help us through some difficult times. Be good to yourselves, because that's where it's got to start. We'll make this world a better place. It isn't, so take very, very good and careful care. I've got some G5 stuff, more G4 stuff, basically a lot of stuff. So I hope you'll want to stay tuned for that. And until such time, this has been Broken Electronics.